many times during worship, I used to experience so many beautiful things, so many moments, so beautiful, so personal. Some I can share, some I'll share this one. This is so over the top. So this was one particular time that I didn't really want to go to church because it was Mother's Day and my daughter wasn't going to be with me. My husband wasn't going to be with me, but the grandchildren were with me and that was important. So I said, okay, let's go. Let's go for this. So, but the beautiful thing was that God surprised me. So first, during worship, while I was singing to the Lord and I had my eyes closed, I had the most beautiful vision that the room was filled with butterflies. It was spectacular. Those butterflies, they were of all sizes. They were huge, medium, small, tiny. They were the most unbelievable colors I've seen. They were turquoise, they were gold, they were silver, multicolor. They were just so beautiful. I can't explain it. And there were some butterflies that were covered with material from clothes that I wore as a little girl. And I remember those clothes because it was brought to the memory of my mind that the Lord allowed me to remember. It was unforgettable. So as service started, they brought the children in, and all the mothers were called to the front of the church, and the children were handing out. There were yellow roses and a little card, a little note. So when I went back to my seat and I opened the little card and I read the word butterflies. That's all it said, just butterflies. I am so just overwhelmed with God, some of the things that He's allowed me. And so on our way home, the grandchildren, well, the oldest one, he noticed there was a United States Postal Service driver, and it was a female, and he made a remark, and he said, it's too bad she has to work on her special day. And we all like, that's really sad. So I said, you guys want to surprise her? And they said, yeah. They didn't even know how we were going to surprise her. So I told them I'm going to give her this yellow rose. And they said, okay. So we followed her till finally she stopped. And we let her do what she was going to do. And then I got out of the car and I shouted out to her. And so she came to me so that I wouldn't leave the kids alone. And I told her, my grandchildren noticed that you're working on Mother's Day and they were concerned for you. I said, so we wanted to stop you and give you this rose and tell you thank you for serving our community. Oh my goodness, she said she was so surprised and she's just elated and so happy that children took notice of her. And so she just hugged me and we went home. So I just want to tell you that the Lord sees us as His bride. He loves us. He cares about us. He'll surprise us in the way that He knows will touch our hearts. And He'll touch you different than He's ever touched me. But let me read to you. Let me share that I've never been able to read the Song of Psalms. It was too much for me years past. I just couldn't read it. When I would read it, I would stop. I didn't want to read it because it was too much for me. But now that I see myself the way the Lord sees me, I can read it and I love it. So I'll read the Song of Songs 8 and I'll start with 10. But now I have grown and become a bride, and my love for Him has made me a tower of passion and contentment for my beloved. I am now a firm wall of protection for others, guarding them from harm. This is how He sees me. I am the one who brings Him bliss, finding favor in His eyes. My bridegroom king has a vineyard of love made from a multitude of followers. His caretakers of this vineyard have given my beloved their best. For as for my own vineyard of love, I give it all to you forever, and I will give double honor to those who serve my beloved and have watched over my soul. My beloved one with me in my garden. How marvelous this, my friends, the brides to be. Now hear your voice and sing. Let me now hear it again.